Welcome to Far From Eden and happy Mother's Day. We've talked before on this channel about how I think we share it, that a way to get through some things that are difficult is kind of a dark sense of humor, a twisted sense of humor. There's many other ways other people have described it. And it being Mother's Day, it's a complicated holiday for some of us. Whether we've lost our mothers, whether we've gained some insight into who they were, the challenges they faced, and how that affected us, or maybe you are the dad of some children and it's a whole other complicated matter. So I remembered this video that I had seen. I watched it on another channel that I watch, for fun. It goes over some cop cam videos and dash cam videos. And this is wild. This is wild. I cut out the little bit of the beginning because they show previews. And I'm like, oh, don't give all that away. That's like, we want to build to that. But just so you know, if you are, you have earbuds in or whatever, there comes a point where it gets wild. And it's interesting to me. This particular video is interesting to me for a couple of reasons. Number one, this person is a mother. She has birthed some children. There are two different fathers and a separate new boyfriend. And they all seem to be in some kind of agreement on this lady. And another important factor is I look at her and I think, I wonder what the warning signs were. I wonder what the red flags were, right? That she displayed that the men made excuses for or ignored or what have you. Because I don't think that people just become like this. So, and I can imagine that she was, fairly cute and kind of still is. So without further ado, let's go to Crazy Town with me. Oh yeah. It's always fun. Okay, remember what I'm doing here. Alrighty then. All right. Starts off rather nice. It's just a lovely day out on the boat is what it is. What could happen? What could happen? It's a good question. It could not play when I...
It's a beautiful day on Lake Chautauqua, Wisconsin, where one woman's temper is about to really rock the boat.
Listen, sit down and talk, okay? I'm telling you to sit down and talk right now.
Dude, and you're telling me you're taking my kids, but you don't even know their dad's name. So,
maybe I misspoke on the father's name of the caller, but both fathers I spoke to both of them.
Why would you call the dads of my children?
Right away. He's like, I spoke to both dads. She's interrogating the police officer. Women like to interrogate. We like to ask questions. For some reason, we think if we're asking questions, we're somehow still in control. And that's true. I've caught myself with that. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's... Anyway, let's see.
They called us. That's why we're here. They called us.
I have, and my lawyer said that I get them until the date that is on my phone. Okay. My lawyer said I get them until the date that's on my phone.
You're looking at 34-year-old Alicia Orzel, mom of three, who was just informed that both of her kids' fathers have called requesting the children be returned.
We can't just come and get them. I need isn't that like a civil matter?
That's between you and the courts.
Yeah,
okay?
I have kids.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling right now.
You don't even know the name of the
Stop yelling right now. Sit down. Sit down and talk. No. You're scaring the children.
You're scaring my...
You don't even know the password. Sometimes I just feel like it's it's just like when you're a kid and you put a sign up, no boys allowed. You don't even know the dad's names. Okay. Irrelevant. But some people, some women will just think that, well, that's okay. So what is he going to say? Oh, you're right, ma'am. I'm so sorry. You have a nice day. You're scaring my children. Oh, somebody is.
My children, you're scaring me coming here telling me you're going to take my kids and you don't even know the name of the dad.
Police know the man, seen here with Alicia, is allegedly behind the initial reports. Let's see what he has to say.
Ted, do you know why we're here? You can speak up too, sir, because I'm pretty sure you know why we're here.
With that man seemingly unwilling to fess up, Alicia decides it's time to make a phone call.
I'm calling my lawyer.
That's fine.
So I didn't catch that the first time I saw this video. So Ted there with the blurred face, he seems to be the one that called this in. Did you see how she like leaned down and started talking down to him like that? He was getting a tongue lashing. And the cop's like, you can speak up, sir. If the men are so beaten down, this woman is acting like a tyrant. And it looks like she has boys too.
But we're going to take the kids.
No, you're
now.
not.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Kids, you guys have life jackets? Can you grab your life jackets? We'll get this straightened out when we get back to the house, okay? We're going to the house. Okay?
Moments later, Alicia gets a hold of that alleged lawyer. Let's see how far that gets her.
I'm in the middle of a lake right now. Stop, and they show up on a boat. Telling me they're taking the kids, and at first they didn't even know the names of their dad, of who the dad is.
I misspoke. I apologize.
I know that, but you're in charge of dominant youth. So I have it in writing on how long I'm supposed to get them. You can just call the cops or show up or something. Well, but you're my lawyer. I have it in writing how long I did that. But you told me if I have it in writing for time, I'm how long I did that. I know, but I have it in writing how long I did that. So the cops can just come here and terrorize my kids like this and not even know their names. I'm supposed to let my kids go to these random cops to show up on a boat?
Lisa,
You're
stop
my
swearing.
lawyer. Come on, Steve. Tell me what to do. Like,
You don't have to worry. You guys don't have to worry. Don't be scared. We'll get it straightened out.
you were. Both of the dads.
I understand, honey, but your dad wants you to come back. Okay?
No.
It's okay.
Okay. I'll come back. I'll come back.
Okay. Well, they're going to come with us now, and then you
They're
can.
not
Yes.
going with you now.
Okay. Alicia, if you obstruct and resist us, we're going to place you in handcuffs for your children. You don't want that. Okay?
Police decide they've had enough and board the pontoon.
Alicia, you're going to go in handcuffs.
No, Mommy, I don't want to do that, Mommy.
It's okay. You guys can come across. Come on, guys. We're not going to do that. Okay?
You don't put children through this. If you love your children, there's just certain things you don't allow them to go through. And the poor child begging, and she's just seeing herself as a victim, not understanding that her children are the victims right now, and they've been the victims the whole time. Of course, I don't know who ended the first relationship with the first father of the first child, and I don't know who ended the second one. But statistics would say that we do know who did it. And then these poor children have had to, this is their life. This is their life. And I am very glad for these kids, however, that their fathers are, doing something, anything. And I get it. A lot of times it doesn't work because a lot of times nobody listens to you guys. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it pays off.
We're not going to do that.
You got shoes and stuff, bud?
What you do is go ahead and step right on here. I can hold your hand here. I'll step right down towards me. There you go. All right.
That's all right, bud.
Can you grab that blue life jacket? and put
Maybe
it
you
on,
should
please?
know what the f- you're gonna say before you come here. Come in here saying the wrong name of the f***ing dad. You
Yes,
piece
sir.
of cop.
Sorry, I misspoke, Alicia.
Yeah.
One on, and I'll help the other one put that orange one on here. Okay. You need anything else, or you got it? Okay, sweet.
We're going back to the house.
What house?
The house where you guys are staying to get the belongings. We're going to this landing over here where we belong.
You guys can have seats. Yep. All right. All right. Let that one on, Let's
I get it. Not everybody's wearing life jackets all the time on boats. I understand that they don't. But you should put life jackets on your kids. Come on. Especially, I feel like there's been some drinking going on. You should just put life jackets on your kids. When you're not, clearly capable of actually watching them. I like at least that the boys are now in a little boat with the cops and they've got their life jackets on. And I wouldn't show this to you if it didn't end up not as bad for the kids. There's something at the end.
be okay.
Officers get those kids safely ashore where they decide to split up. Let's join officers at the home where they're looking to collect the kids' belongings.
This is all stuff they to them. Okay.
Are they not coming up here? I don't get to see them again.
They're not here right now, no.
So you guys, you guys are just coming to get their stuff? Like,
Yep.
I thought Greg was coming up here and I would get to say goodbye to my kids.
Here's the deal, ma'am. If you wouldn't have acted the way you did on the boat, we would have put that
Obviously
position.
not if you're not letting me say goodbye.
Ma'am, if you wouldn't have acted that way on the boat, we would have we would have brought them here. We would have done whatever we needed to.
Police are able to get most of the kids' stuff, but a missing booster seat
I could hear it in that cop's voice. He was almost feeling bad right then. He was almost feeling bad because she was sad that she didn't get to say goodbye to the kids. Now, I'm sure it's not like the kids are going away for years, but she's going to find drama where she can. She's going to try to be the victim where she can. And in that little moment, I heard in his voice, he felt a little bit like a little guilty. Careful. Careful with that. Careful with your pity.
soon reopens a can of worms.
Hello. Can we get the booster seat out of your truck? Can we get the booster seat out of the truck?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Is there anything else left in there? I'm not coming in. If there's anything else that she wants to bring out, or otherwise we'll get out of here.
No way you can say goodbye to them.
They're not coming here. It's.
Should we need hours?
I don't think so.
Call Greg. Get a hold of Greg, see where they're meeting. You can get a hold of Greg, it's gonna be the Olden White House.
If the dads are okay with it, that's fine. But
Yeah,
right
that's
now, yeah. I can at least grab the seat quick.
It should be unlocked.
Okay. All right.
She's in.
All right. I'll come back in just a minute and kind of see what's going on. All right.
Thank you.
Officers grab the booster seat and return to talk to the man.
You should try to get out of here, man.
Yeah, she's gotta go. She's destroying my house. I'm down 2 TVs and a bunch.
Destroying your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's broken glass in the bedroom. What she cuts on that she's on.
Has she hit you?
Yeah.
When did she hit you?
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday
Rocks in the
morning?
driveway.
She was throwing rocks at you.
No, she was using them as baskets.
Oh.
Rocks.
Okay.
You've been there. I'd really not get involved in it this time, man. So be ready, boys. She's gotta go.
Come on. We're not trying to take her anywhere. We just. But if there's a problem here, we can't leave you with that
Yeah,
either.
I think.
Does she have somewhere she can go? One of
No.
these vehicles hers?
Yeah.
This poor man is in such a situation because she is hitting him and being abusive to him. And right there, she won't leave, but he's afraid to ask her to leave because she probably is going to say she has nowhere to go and she's going to become explosive on him. Then what is he going to do? Didn't he say just a second ago that he doesn't want to get in trouble? What's he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do? And thankfully, this cop is listening and believing and saying, I can't leave you in this situation. It makes me so happy when the men are supporting the other men, rather than, we don't have a simp cop here, making excuses for the woman and assuming she's innocent and assuming he's the perpetrator or whatever. Like, we have men advocating for other men. And that is so very important.
That's what she wants me.
So you want her out?
Yes.
We can get her out here for you. If that's what you want, we can have her removed.
But then she's going to come back and she's starting to kill all my family at least a dozen times.
It sounds like you need a restraining order to start with.
Yeah, I know.
Seconds later, Alicia decides it's time to make another appearance.
Well, she used that to have the kids taken away from you. And the only thing that she could do was get them into Mike's and Greg's hands.
Your mom.
They don't want to do that.
What are you guys doing here?
We were just here to get some of the stuff.
Dad, right now, Ted is probably trying to tell me I'm not stable in the house, and there's 2 cops at the door, so they're probably getting ready to take me.
That is not what's going on.
Then I need you guys to go.
That's not how this is going to go.
Do you hear Dad there on the phone? He has dealt with this volatile woman for years. Listen to how he's speaking. Get your stuff and walk away. He has been trying to manage this little woman's volatile emotions and actions for a while. And the fact that she went to call Daddy, it might mean that we are dealing with a simp father. And what I mean by that is when a girl, woman, lady, female has a father who has always told her she deserves everything, nothing's her fault, even if they don't say it in those words, they listen to her excuses, believe all of her excuses, and even help make excuses for her. They can't stand to see her struggle or be uncomfortable. So they remove all of that. And that results in the inability to build character, coping skills, values, principles, morals, responsibility, accountability. Oh my gosh, I thought I was just going to say 2 things, but I have noticed, because lately I've been like, well, she had a dad, this like fictional person had a dad, but so what's up? And I'm like, oh, if you have a father who's always there as Mr. Fix-It, and you can do no wrong, you're going to create a monster like this. Because a lot of people, if they were ashamed of what they did or they knew they were in trouble, they would not want their dad to know. Or they would be apologizing then saying, what can I do, etc. She's not doing that. She's like, the mean, bad, scary people are being mean and scary to me, so please come fix it.
Go home. Like your dad said. I got a problem, guys.
Alicia makes a dramatic exit, but police aren't far behind.
Go where?
They want to be here, like your parents said.
No.
Yes.
You have to come home. You have to no.
Don't hit my dog!
Dad, I'm here. I
Ken,
can
I'll
hear you.
All right. Any kind of kicking at the dog will not be tolerated. I wonder what she was like with animals and children and waiters and waitresses and other things of that nature. Was she polite and sweet and nurturing to anything? Or was she just cute and pretty and spunky and fun when these guys first met her? Because I don't know that she was loving and nurturing and caring and compassionate, and then she turned into this. I would find that hard to believe. But yeah, the dog thing.
Not kick
I am
my dog.
talking to my dad for a second.
Then talk. I'm going to stand right here while you do it.
Dad.
After allegedly kicking that dog, the suspect continues her conversation.
I want to talk to Ted privately.
No, you're done there, Louise.
Mom, Dad, stop.
I've had to deal with Julie. She's
I don't care, Dad. I'm saying something. I want to talk to Ted privately.
Do you think she sounds like a 30-whatever-year-old woman? Dad, stop. First of all, I was not allowed to speak that way to my father. I may have done it, but maybe once. You don't speak that way to your parents. And just sitting there whining, like she's like a little teenager there. Arguing with both parents on the phone, both parents trying to like placate to her and like talk her down. And I'm like, she's never had accountability. She's never, ever had to be accountable for her behavior. Clearly.
Dad, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the officer.
That's not going to happen.
Why?
Because of what you just did. That's not going to happen.
Because I scurried away and got back from him?
You were kicking.
The dog was in my face.
Okay. You're not talking to him privately right now. That's not how it's going to go.
Later in court, just cooperate with Are you still listening or not?
I need you guys to come up here, Dad, and help me. I have a lot of stuff.
Police give our suspect time to talk, but eventually decide it's time to move on.
Well, we got to come up with a solution for what's going on right
Yeah. Well, right now I'm talking to my dad.
now. Okay. But we can't stand here all night. So we got to
Okay,
come up with a
so-
solution now.
Okay. She wants to talk to Ted alone because she wants to manipulate him, make him feel guilty, beg him to, let her stay there. I'm sure that has happened before. And the other thing, and I've noticed this about the women on the cop cam videos, they act like if they're on the phone or they're on the phone, you can't arrest me right now. You can't talk to me right now, police officer. I'm on the phone. It's like, it doesn't work that way. You don't get to be like, hold on, you can't arrest me right now. I'm busy. It's so funny to me that they actually think that, and that she would be there making these demands of her mother, her father, Ted, and the police officers while she's just made all this display. Let's not forget that she assaulted Ted the day before. And I don't know actually what prompted Ted to get in contact with the other dads, and they all decided to call the police to remove the children. Couldn't you imagine what could have possibly been going on? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are going to stand here while I grab everything that's mine?
Well, I'm going to give you a couple options. Okay. I'm sure Ted is nice enough to make arrangements so you can get the rest of your stuff, get what you need for tonight, and you go, or you're going to have to go with us because you can't stay here.
What were my options?
I said, you can gather up the stuff you need for tonight and you can go, and Ted will make arrangements to get the rest of your stuff
Why
to
can't
you.
Ted and I go through everything together and you guys just stand there?
Because we don't have all night to do that. You're going to have to make other arrangements if you have that much stuff. So your options are you get what you need and go, or we're going to take you. And I don't want to take you. Okay? I would rather just do this peacefully.
Just do what they want. Get your stuff and head this way.
Hey there, everybody. We're going to get you right back to that body yourself.
This is
Not
on
only
Law and Crime
is in the
body
my name,
cam.
Jesse. Fictions.
I'll put the link in the description.
That's the law firm reports. Alicia starts to gather her things, with one item taking high priority.
I need some medicine and I need some.
It's right there.
Yeah, I know where my
He
medicine
was in
is.
your way. He was in your way. He was just trying to. Oh, he didn't. He had him.
Am I allowed to take any of the weed or no?
There is none.
Well, you're not allowed to possess it, so no.
Well, here, come on.
She's so stupid. I mean, she knows it's not legal. in her state, she's doing this on purpose. I've noticed this, and again, in some of these cop cam videos, and they're not always under the influence when they do this, but you will find, and I notice this more with the females, that it's almost like they want to get in more trouble. They want to push the boundary more. I've noticed this. I'm like, do you really think that you're not going to get in trouble for that? And I've decided, no, they know. So why are they doing it? It's like they want to. It's almost like they want to see what's going to happen. And it reminds me of children. Children do that a lot, especially when they change where they are. So for example, if they go from, your house to school, they might push boundaries a little bit about what rules are going to stick and what rules are not. They might test to see if the punishments are real. They will do that. Children will test boundaries, and they are less anxious and happier when they find, yes, there are boundaries there. They are clear. This is not allowed. This is the punishment for this. It prevents a lot of anxiety in children to understand the boundaries of what's allowed and not allowed, etc. And sometimes I think if you grow up and you never had that, do you just get older and continue to do it? Say when you're whatever age they said she was, 34 or whatever. Maybe. I think maybe. Tell me what you guys think.
And I'll show you.
I'm not worried about it. Get your stuff.
No, I'm getting half my weed.
You're not taking it with you.
Well, actually, technically, it's not mine though. So
It doesn't matter whose it is. You can't legally possess it.
right.
Police follow the suspect into the basement, where she continues searching for the marijuana in front of police, despite it being illegal in Wisconsin.
Come here. Wonder what she did with its head. What about my couch? I want this in my truck. Somehow.
We're not worried about that today. You need
Why
the
can't I have?
ma'am. I just gave you your options. You get your necessities and leave on your own.
I'm trying to find one. I lived here for over a year. I'm looking for my stuff.
None of your necessities are down here. It's under construction.
Alicia gives up the search and returns to the closet, where this situation goes from bad to worse.
Do you think you could bring me some tubs? So I could put my in?
I don't think you need that much, do you? You're just supposed to be going.
I'm still taking my necessity clothes with me and all my military equipment, all my military files. I'm gonna need more than this.
I'm going.
Okay, so she was in the military, which, wow, that's comforting. That's comforting. What we need is reactive and volatile people in the military and in the police forces. That's exactly what we need. That is sarcasm for anybody reading subtitles, because closed caption, that is not okay. And she's still yelling at Ted. She wants him to get some tubs so she thinks she's packing up everything. What she's doing is stalling. I don't know if she thinks the cops will just give up and leave, or if Ted will change his mind, but she is stalling. And all she really has to do at this point is pack up her essentials, and as her father said, head on over. Like, she still is not technically in trouble after all of this. She's technically not in trouble. She seems determined to make herself in trouble, though. Maybe she's not enough of a victim yet, and she needs something to happen so she becomes one. I'm not sure. I don't know why I still try to apply logic, because there is none here.
Tubs, Ted. We bought tubs. Like with the fucking lid on
Ma'am.
it.
You need to stop yelling.
Is he retarded or he doesn't understand?
We
bought
ma'am,
tubs. We bought tubs.
This is your last chance. If you continue to yell and swear, you are going to go into custody. I've had enough.
Swearing?
Yes, I've had enough. Get your stuff and let's go.
I'm getting my stuff. I'm allowed to swear.
You are not.
Freedom of speech.
This close.
Yeah.
Get your stuff.
I got in trouble doing the same you do. I mean, I got hurt doing the same shit you do.
Get your stuff.
I'm
And let's
getting
go.
my stuff. Quit telling me to do it.
I have brought tubs.
Oh, now you want to bring tubs.
Please load the tubs.
After repeated attempts to hurry along our suspect, officers decide enough is enough.
He don't get in trouble for all the shit he has, but I get in trouble. That's so funny. That's so typical, you guys. Huh?
Ma'am, if I wanted you to be in trouble, I'd have took you to jail a long time ago.
You would have.
You're trying my patience.
Yeah.
Get your stuff and let's go.
Do you not see me getting my
I
stuff?
told you to get your necessities.
And I'm getting my. You see my necessities?
That's not necessary.
My medicine, my stuff from
Last-
the military.
It's enough. Back up, back up, back up.
Police deploy a taser after Alicia allegedly hit one officer multiple times.
Turn over on your belly now. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
That's the sound of some of the demons either being released or being angered. But I'm not even all the way kidding on that. I'm really not. I'm really not. And I'm sure glad that finally a person who's a female who is acting out was treated the way a man would be acting out, although they did let it get to this point, which is too far. But I mean, usually you don't see the taser come out. You don't see, usually probably the police would have just left. But I think the more that you guys start to understand what's going on in the world, I mean, you guys know, but the normies who don't know, once people who know what's going on with men and women in this society, they're not going to put up with it like this police officer. He was like, I'll take you to jail if you keep screaming at me. And I am not a statist, but we can't have mothers getting away with this kind of behavior. We can't have women abusing men and everybody looks the other way. We can't have that.
You guys almost broke my wrist the other day. So how about you guys lock them
Hang on,
this
just
time?
hang on. Hang on, we'll get them done. All right.
You're not supposed to say somebody when you have other medical conditions.
You're not supposed to punch a law enforcement officer either.
I was getting my stuff.
What do you have? What do you have so I can let the ambulance know? Ma'am, what conditions do you have?
Don't even talk to me.
Okay.
Dad, this is the second time they jump on all over me. I was getting my stuff.
Okay. You.
I have to let.
So Dad has been on the phone the whole time. He heard all of that. And do you still hear how Dad is talking? You need to calm down. This is not a shock to him. This outburst and all that racket and everything that just happened, that's not the sound of a person who is surprised by all of her antics. And okay. Let's say she's got a severe, mental illness and issues. I have all the compassion in the world for people who struggle with things like that. However, you don't let them take care of children on a boat. You don't do that. Certainly, that's not how custody would be going if it were the other way around. So, yeah, let's proceed. Let's continue with the craze. Actually, the crazy's almost done, I think. We get to see the kids again, I think. if memory
You
serves.
talk to me the whole time I'm
Just wait
getting
for
my
Adam.
stuff.
350. Sorry. Can you have an ambulance respond here also?
I called one.
Okay. I keep getting walked on, so.
Copy 330.
That's your dad right here on the phone.
Yeah. Hey, I'll talk to you in a couple minutes, sir. We got to finish this. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to you in a couple minutes. We ready?
Okay. You want to come grab her then, and I can roll her up.
Yeah.
All right. Roll her on your left side first.
We gotta get them probes out too. So.
Ready? Roll her on your left side. Okay.
Yeah, you see all these bruises on me? That's what you guys did to me the other day, too. That's what you guys did to me the other day,
I wasn't here
too.
the other day.
Yeah, well, all these bruises on me is what you guys did to me the other day, too.
Alicia is led out to a patrol car where she's headed for jail, now with multiple charges.
Maybe, I don't know.
Ow. Jeez.
Go ahead and take a seat in there.
Alicia Orzel was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor disorderly conduct for domestic abuse.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. A couple times. Rowan's right here, a couple times in the back, but I'm good. Ian should be just about here. I'll have him follow you up. Like I say, if you just get her there, I will do the rest.
And as for those children,
Look what I got.
Oh, yum. All right, cool. You guys want anything to drink? You sure? Okay.
that nice officer took them to get ice cream while they waited for a guardian to arrive.
Aww. I know ice cream does not make it all better, but it made it a little better, and I'm really glad that those kids have dads in their lives that are probably fathers, and hopefully that video will make it into, and the report of it will make it into some custody hearing, and perhaps, visitation, supervised visits are more appropriate until she learns to, behave herself and not have to be the center of everything and expect everything to cater to her. But I know that's a weird little, a weird way to celebrate Mother's Day. But we can celebrate the ones that aren't like that. But seriously, I know that it can be a tough day for a lot of us. And just in case it is for you, you're not alone. And you can find a way to have a giggle, even if it's a little twisted. Even if it's a little twisted. And hey, when all else fails, have an ice cream. Is that the moral of the story on this one? It might be. I don't know. That's kind of, my woman brain is like, yeah, that's what I got from it. Just kidding. But kudos to the men, because from the boyfriend's head to the police officers to the dads, they rescued these kids. Clearly, she was talking about the cops had been out, the day prior or a couple days before. What happened then? Who knows? And I've honestly said before, when people are volatile and reactive, and if you know them to, say if she's hitting her boyfriend, well, does she hit the kids? Out of anger, out of frustration, out of whatever, I don't know. But it makes me concerned about it for them. Sure does. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I hope that you do something that feeds your soul and gives you peace, brings you peace. And when in doubt, have an ice cream. And I appreciate all of you And I love all of you guys. And I will see you all on the next one. I want you to take care. Okay? Bye.